Hi there, I'm Jeannie Fuller, and it's my pleasure to bring you a whole series of programs, I call them systems, about generating referrals. We call it significant systems for referral revenue. But before we get into all of those systems, the very first question is, are you referable? I mean, hello? How are you conveying your true value so the other person wants to refer you to their friend? That's the question. So let's look at how you become referable. In dealing with FAs for the last 20 years, I found that there's probably 3 different areas that they kind of get sucked into thinking that makes them referable. So watch our slides and put some thought into how you can communicate your true value. Here are the slides.
Are you referable? That's the question that you've got to be prepared to answer. And when somebody is asking you, why should I refer you, or you want to bring up the subject, it really isn't about your experience. People like that, and they may justify with your experience, but it's all about the value. Our little baseball coach is really right. So you may be asking people, who do you know? And they may be asking you back, well, why should I refer my friends to you? And you may want to respond, well, it's the service, and it's really the way I care about my clients. And you know what they're thinking? Just like this little guy with the coffee mug. And they may be saying, okay, sure, I'll find somebody for you. And then you're tempted to think, woohoo! But when nothing keeps happening, what are you thinking then? Are you kind of like this little guy and thinking, geez, maybe I have to go out and find another center of influence? When really the question is, what is it? What is the value you deliver that makes people want to refer you? That's the question. What makes the difference? How do you stand out? Serving and caring and all of that, there's nothing unique to talk about. And you may feel like you're just like a lot of others. So how do you demonstrate your brand of service? Well, it's got to be specific. Think about the ways you show that you care. Think about what service looks like and talk about that. Get them engaged and focus, of course, on the value. So here's a few questions right now on the screen that you may want to think about. And also we've included a PDF for you to write them out so you can do like this little guy and focus on the value, because you are the answer. You see, there's all these bodies of information that you bring together for your client. You are the focal point for their financial success. Woohoo! That's something to talk about. And I believe when you put all of that together, you will get them engaged. So remember, you are the focal point for their financial security. That's what they want to hear. And it's inspiring. So they want to bring you more clients. And as you think about it, you may be saying, one of my big skills is listening, and I individualize each portfolio depending on the client. And then there are other times that you have to take a very firm stand for their success. And when you put it all together, it might be just as simple as, I help people make smart decisions with their money.
So by now you must realize that just talking about your experience or giving good service or caring a lot is not enough. It isn't compelling for someone to want to share that with someone else. But there's meat in those things, particularly service and caring. So I've included a PDF for you to think through some questions in order to see what is it in that service, in that caring, that makes a huge difference that you could convey to your referral sources, so then they want to help you and refer their friends and help those friends. So let's go for it. Get the PDF at the bottom of the page. See you on the next video.